Welcome to Reflecting Minds. I'm your host Monica and we are discussing book The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Today we are going to discuss the topic The Secret to Health. Dr. Jen Hanglin, quantum physicist and public policy expert. Our body is really the product of our thoughts. We are beginning to understand in medicinal sciences the degree to which the nature of the thoughts and emotions actually determines the physical substances and the structures and the functions of our body. Dr. John Demarty. We have known in the healing art of placebo effect, the placebo is something that supposedly has no impact and no effect on the body like a sugar pill. You tell the patient that this is just effective, and what happens is the placebo sometimes has the same effect, if not greater effect, than the medication that is supposed to be designed for that effect. They have found out that the human mind is the biggest factor in healing arts, sometimes more so than the medication. As you are becoming aware of the magnitude of the secret, you will begin to see more clearly the underlying truth of certain occurrence and the human mankind, including the area of health. The placebo effect is a powerful phenomenon. When patients think they truly believe the tablet is a cure, they will receive what they believe and they will be cured. Dr. John Demanti, if somebody is in situation where they are sick and they have an alternate to try to explore what is in their mind, creating it versus the uses medicine if it is acute situation that could really bring death to them, then obviously the medicine is a wise thing to do while they explore what the mind is about. So you don't want to negate the medicine. Every form of healing has a place. Healing through the mind can work harmoniously with the medicine. If pain is involved, then the medicine can help eliminate the pain, which then allows the person to be able to focus with a great force on health. Thinking perfect health is something anybody can do privately within themselves. So no matter what is happening around them. Lisa Nicholas, the universe is a masterpiece of abundance. When you open yourself to feel the abundance of the universe, you will experience the wonder, joy, bliss, and all the great things that the universe has for you. Good health, good wealth, and good nature. But when you shut yourself off with the negative thoughts, you will find discomfort. You will feel the you will feel the pain, and you will feel if every day is a painful to get through. Dr. Ben Johnson, physician, author, and the leader in the energy healing. We have got thousands of different diagnoses and diseases out there. They are just the weakling. They are all the results of the things stress. One thing be stress. If you put enough stress on the chain and you put enough stress on the system, then one of the links breaks. All stress begin with one negative thought, one thought that went unchecked, and then one more thought came in until stress manifested. The effect is stress, but the cause was negative thinking, and all began with one little negative thought. No matter what you might have manifested, you can change it with one small positive thought and then another. Dr. John, our physiology creates a disease to give us a feedback to let us know that we have inhaled perspective, imbalanced perspective of, or we are not being loving and grateful. So the body signs and symptoms are not something terrible. Dr. Dimity is telling us that love and gratitude will dissolve all the negativity in our lives, no matter what form it has taken. Love and gratitude can part seas, move mountains, and create miracles. And love and gratitude can dissolve any disease. Michael Bernard Beckwith, The question frequently asked is when a person has manifested a disease in the body, temple of some kind of discomfort in their life, can it be turned around through the power of right thinking? And the answer is absolutely yes. Laughter is the best medicine. Kathy Goodman and a personal story. I was diagnosed with a breast cancer. I was truly believe in my heart with my story, faith, and I was already healed. Each day I would say thank you for my healing, and on and on and on I went. Thank you for my healing. I believe in my heart I was healed. I saw myself as in a cancer was never in my body. One of the things I did to heal myself was to watch every funny movies. That's all we would do, was just laugh, laugh, and laugh. We couldn't afford to put any stress in my life because we knew stress was one of the worst things you can do while you are trying to heal yourself. From the time I was diagnosed to the time I was healed was approximately 3 months, and that's without any radiation of chemotherapy. This beautiful and inspiring story from the Kathy Goodman demonstrates three magnificent power in operation: the power of gratitude to heal, the power of faith to receive, and the power of laughter and joy to dissolve the disease in our bodies. Kathy was inspired to include laughter as a part of her healing after hearing about the story of Norman Cousins. Norman had been diagnosed with an incurable disease. The doctors told him he had just a few months to live. Norman decided to heal himself. For 3 months, all he did was watch funny movies and laugh, laugh, laugh. The disease left his body in those 3 months, and doctors proclaimed his recovery is a miracle. As he laughed, Norman released all the negativity and he released the disease. Laughter really is the best medicine. Dr. Ben Johnson. We all come with a built-in basic program. It is called self-healing. You get around, you get a wound, it grows back together. You get a bacterial infection, the immune system comes and takes care of those bacteria and heals it up. The immune system is made to heal itself. Bob Proctor. Disease cannot live in the body that's in the healthy emotion state. Your body is casting off the millions of the cells every day, and it is also creating millions of the new cells at the same time. Dr. John Hagelin. In fact, the parts of our body are literally replaced every day. Other parts take a few months, after parts a couple of years, but within the few years we have a brand new physical body. If our entire bodies are replaced within few years, as the science has proven, and then how can it be that degeneration illness remains in our bodies for years? It can only be held there by thought, by observation of the illness, and by the attention given to the illness. Think thought of the perfection. Think thoughts of the perfection. Illness cannot exist in a perfect body. The harmonious thoughts know there is only perfection, and as you observe perfection, you must summon that to you. Imperfect thoughts are the cause of all humanity's ill, including diseases, poverty, and happiness. When we think negative thoughts, we are cutting ourselves off from our rightful heritage. Declare an intent. I think perfect thought, I see only perfections, I am perfectionist. I banished every bit of the stiffness and lack of agility right out of my body. I focused on seeing my body as flexible and as perfect as a child's, and every stiff and aching joint vanished. I literally did this overnight. You can see that belief about aging are all in our minds. Science explains that we have a brand new body every short time. Aging is limited thinking, so release those thoughts from your consciousness and know that your body is only months old. No matter how many births have you chalked up in your mind. For your next birthday, do yourself a favor and celebrate it as your first birthday. Don't cover your cake with 60 candles unless you want to summon aging to you. Unfortunately, Western society has become fixated on age, and in reality, there is no such thing. You can think your way to the perfect state of the health and perfect body and the perfect weight and the eternal youth you can bring into being through your consistent thinking of the perfection. Bob Proctor. If you have a disease and you are focusing on it and you are talking to the people about it, you are going to create a more diseased cells. See yourself living in a perfectly healthy body. Let the doctor look after the disease. One of the things that people often do when they have an illness is talk about it all the time. That's because they are thinking about it all the time, so they are just verbalizing their thoughts. If you are feeling a little unwell, don't talk about it unless you want more of it. Know that your thoughts was responsible and repeat as often as you can. I feel wonderful, I feel so good, and I really feel it. If you are not feeling great and somebody asks you how you are feeling, just be grateful that that person has reminded you to think thoughts of the feeling well. Speak only the words of what you want. You cannot catch anything unless you think you can. And thinking you can is inviting it to you with your thoughts. You are also inviting illness if you are listening to the people talking about their illness. As you listen, you are giving all of your thoughts and focus to the illness. And when you give all your thoughts to something you are asking for, and you are certainly not helping them, you are adding energy to their illness. If you really want to help that person, change the conversation to the good thing. If you can, or be on your way. As you walk away, give your powerful thoughts and the feelings to seeing that person well, and then let it go. Lisa Nicholas. Let's say you have two people, both stricken with the something, but one choosing to focus on joy, one choosing to live in possibility and hopefulness, focusing on all the reasons why she should be joyful and grateful. Then you have the second person, same diagnosis, but the second choose to focus on the disease, pain, and the woe is me. Bob Doyle. When people are completely focused on what's wrong and their symptoms, they will perpetuate it. The healing will not occur until they shift their attention from being sick to being well, because that's the law of attraction. Let us remember so far as we can that every unpleasant thought is a bad thing literally put in the body. Dr. John Hagelin. Happier thoughts lead to the essentially a happier biochemistry, a happier, healthier body. Negative thoughts and the stress have been shown to seriously degrade the body and the functioning of the brain, because it's our thoughts and the emotions that are consciously resembling, reorganizing, recreating our body. Sorry. No matter what you have manifested in regards to your body, you can change it inside and out. Start thinking happy thoughts and start being happy. Happiness is a feeling state of being. You have your fingers on the feeling happy button. Press it now and keep your fingers pressed down on it firmly, no matter what is happening around you. Dr. Ben Johnson. Remove the physiological stress from the body, and the body does what it was designed to do. It heals itself. You don't have to fight to get rid of the disease. Just simple process of letting go of the negative thoughts will allow your natural state of health to emerge within you, and your body will heal itself. Michael Bernard Beckwith. I have seen kidneys regenerated, I have seen cancer dissolved, I have seen eyesight improve and come back. I have been reading classes for about 3 years before I discovered the secret. One night, as I was tracing the knowledge of the secret back through the centuries, I found myself reaching for my glasses and to see what I was reading, and I stopped in my tracks. The realization of what I had done struck me like a lightning bolt. I had listened to the society's message that eyesight diminishes with the age. I had watched people stretch their arms out so that they could read something. I had given my thoughts to eyesight diminishing with age, and I had brought it to me. I had not done it deliberately, but I had done it. I knew that what I had brought into being with thoughts I could change. So I immediately imagined myself seeing as clearly as when I was 21 years old. I saw myself in the dark restaurants, on the planes, and on the computers, reading clearly and effortlessly, and I said over and over, I can see clearly, I can see clearly. I felt the feeling of the gratitude and excitement for having the clear vision. In 3 days, my eyesight had been restored, and I now do not own reading glasses. I can see clearly. When I told Ben Johnson's, one of the teachers from The Secret, about what I had done, he said to me, "Do you realize what had to happen to your eyes for you to do that in 3 days?" I replied, "No, and thank goodness I didn't know. So that thought was not in my head. I just knew I could do it and that I could do it fast. Sometimes less information is better." Dr. Johnson eliminated an incurable disease from his own body, so the restoration of my eyesight seems like nothing to me compared to his own miracle story. In fact, I expected my eyesight to come back overnight, so 3 days was so miracle in my mind. Remember, time and size do not exist in the universe. It is as easy to heal a pimple as a disease. The process is identical. The difference is in our mind. So if you have attracted some affliction to you, reduce it in your mind the size of the pimple, let go of all the negative thoughts, and then focus on the perfection of the health. Nothing is incurable. Dr. John Demetriou. I always say that incurable means curable from within. I believe and know that nothing is incurable. At some point in the time, every so-called incurable disease has been cured in my mind, and in the world I create incurable does not exist. This is plenty of the room for you in this world. So come join me and all who are here. It is the world where miracles are everyday occurrence. It is a world overflowing with a total abundance, where all the good things exist now within you. Sounds like heaven, doesn't it? It is. Michael Bernard Beckwith. You can change your life and you can heal yourself. Morris Goodman, author and international speaker. My story begins on the March 10, 1981. This day really changed my whole life. It was a day I will never forget. I crashed an aeroplane. I ended up in the hospital, completely paralyzed. My spinal cord was crushed. I broke the first and the second cervical vertebrae. My swallowing reflexes was destroyed. I couldn't eat, drink, and my diaphragm was destroyed. I couldn't breathe. All I could do was blink my eyes. The doctors, of course, said I would be vegetable the rest of my life. All I would be able to do is blink my eyes. That's the picture they saw of me, but it didn't matter what they thought. The main thing was that what I thought. I pictured myself being a normal person again, walking out of the hospital. The only thing I had to work with within the hospital was my mind, and once you have your mind, you can put things back together again. I was hooked to a respirator, and they said I would never breathe on my own again because my diaphragm was destroyed. But a little voice kept saying to me, breathe deeply, and finally I was weird from it, weaned from it. Okay. They were at a loss of an explanation. I could not afford to allow anything to come into my mind that would distract me from my goal or from my vision. I had set a goal to walk out of the hospital on Christmas, and I did. I walked out of the hospital on my own 2 feet. They said it couldn't be done. That's a day I will never forget. For the people who are sitting out there right now and are hurting, if I wanted to sum up my life and sum up the people what they can do in the life, I would sum it up in a 6 word: man becomes what he thinks about. Morris Goodman is known as the miracle man. His story was chosen for The Secret because he demonstrated an unfathomable power and unlimited potential of the human mind. Morris knew the power within him, so to bring about what he chose to think about everything is possible. Morris Goodman's story has inspired thousands of people to think, imagine, and feel their way back to health. He turned the greatest challenge of his life into a greatest gift. Since the film Secret was released, we have been inundated with the miracle stories of all types of diseases dissolving from the people's bodies after they watched The Secret. All things are possible when you believe. On the subject of the health, I would like to leave you with these illuminating words from Dr. Ben Johnson. We are now entering the era of energy medicine. Everything in the universe has a frequency, and all you have to do is change the frequency to create an opposite frequency. That's how easy it is to change anything in the world, whether that's a disease or emotional issue or whatever that is. This is huge. This is the biggest thing that we have ever come across. Secret. Summary. The placebo effect is an example of the law of attraction in action. When a patient truly believes the tablet is cured, he receives what he believes and is cured. Focusing on the perfect health is something we can all do within ourselves, despite what may be happening on the outside. Laughter attracts joy, releases negativity, and leads to miraculous cures. Disease is held in the body by the thoughts, by observation of the illness, and by the attention given to the illness. If you are feeling a little unwell, don't talk about it unless you want more of it. If you are listen to the people talk about their illness, you add energy to their illness. Instead, change the conversation to the good things and give powerful thoughts to seeing those people in health. Belief about aging are all in our mind. So release those thoughts from your consciousness. Focus on the health and eternal youth. Do not listen to the society's message about the disease and aging. Negative messages do not serve you well. So that's the end of this chapter. I hope you have liked this video. Thank you for watching. This is Reflecting Minds. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. See you again.